Friends, what is up? I am so excited to talk about ADA. Man, I love this stuff. I cannot get enough of it. So where do we sit right now with Cardano? Well, right now we sit with Cardano having the smart contracts gone through. They are happening. This is a real situation we are in right now. But one interesting thing that we are seeing with crypto in general, especially the five main D coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum be one of the biggest ones, obviously. We are not seeing a lot of coins being traded out. This is what is being talked about right now. You're seeing more of a situation of investors keeping on to their coins. Now, that's not to say things aren't being traded in high volume. Yeah, that stuff's still there. But it's well known right now that a lot of people are holding on to their coins. Now, all year we have been hearing that going into 2022, and especially the end of this year, 2021, crypto is really supposed to take off. Now, Cardano obviously is helping and pushing that situation because Cardano is doing a lot of new things that we have not seen cryptos do before. Now, with the smart contract, a lot of people are going, why is this such a big deal? Well, one reason this is such a big deal is because this has been talked about for so long with Cardano since it was made in 2017. And now we're finally seeing this happening. And this is just the start of what is going to be happening here with Cardano. Now, when I say there are a lot of things happening with Cardano, there are a lot of things happening with Cardano, but one of the main things that I am looking for here as an investor with Cardano, and this is something that we obviously see in the overall stock market when you're investing in just stocks, and obviously Cardano and stocks are two separate things split down the middle. They are different, they are not the same. I am a very heavy investor in Cardano, and I look at this stuff as a big part of my future and people that invest of its future. But the main big thing that I personally am waiting on right now with Cardano, and that I'm a firm believer that we're going to be hearing about here in the next months or so, is waiting for banks, institutions, countries, something to heavily invest in Cardano with what it's doing. You're going to see more of that situation happen. You're going to see bigger institutions, banks catch on here, smart people catch on to say, you know what, they finally talked the guy with the checkbook to buying X amount of Cardano, and that is really what's going to drive up Cardano, especially going into this smart contract situation. And like I always say too, friends, with this NFT movement, this is really going to go obviously hand in hand with crypto, but Cardano will obviously be a part of that too, because what's the main thing you see with NFTs? You're seeing Ethereum being heavily used in the NFT market, and Cardano is obviously going to be there soon. And guess what? People aren't going to be buying Ethereum to use on that. They're going to be buying Cardano because obviously Cardano is cheaper and it's more affordable right now. The well will run dry here eventually when people start buying up a lot more of the tokens and they just keep them. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot more contracts released on Cardano. As I'm speaking right now, there's being more and more contracts released. So that's what they want. That's what's going to happen. Now, Cardano is sitting around this 230, 240 stage. This is pretty much, it looks like the wall right here. We're not breaking over this. We're not doing much. I think it's very obvious that I am very bullish on Cardano. And personally, I think by December, this is going to be a $3 range to a $4 range. Absolutely believe by this time next year, 365 days from now, that Cardano could obviously be at an $8 to $10 range. Obviously, I would love to say more, and it could definitely be more, especially if we start to see what I said happen with these institutions, these banks, these big businesses start to buy up a lot of Cardano. We could definitely see Cardano take a huge run up here in volume, contracts being bought. I am a firm believer that this is going to run up, and this is almost, friends, obviously everything has risk that you invest in. Even if you invest in Apple, there's risk there. I don't know what kind of risk there is because, Apple's unstoppable at this point, but, obviously there's risk in everything. But friends, here's what I want you to think of when you think of Cardano. So people ask me, why would I want to invest in Cardano? Here is how I look at Cardano, and here's how I look at my overall stock investing and crypto investing, especially. When I look at crypto and when I look at Cardano, especially right now, I am looking very much into the future. I'm looking at investors of today, people that are turning of age right now. Guess what? They're not buying a lot of stocks. They're getting involved with NFTs, they're getting involved with crypto, and a lot of them are probably getting involved with Cardano because they're getting involved with smart contracts, NFTs, and they're looking at the top 20 cryptos, and guess what? Cardano is right in there right now. So this stuff is not going anywhere. It's no secret that Cardano is just going to get more expensive here eventually, and it's probably going to move faster and run up than most general stocks companies that you can invest in right now. So when investing in Cardano, obviously do your due diligence. There is danger in investing in anything, like I said, but you have to look into the future and what is coming, not what is right now, but what is next year going to look like, what is 5 years going to look like, what is 10 years going to look like. Obviously crypto is getting stronger and it is not going anywhere, and there's going to be new things every 6 months to a year that are going to be using crypto and pushing this $1 trillion market we're seeing right now on crypto alone. So friends, with all that said, I just want to wish you all the luck out there. Thank you so much for all the support. I love talking to you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. But friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you. Take time to invest in your future. So important, you guys, so important. Even if it's $5 once a week, I highly recommend you do that. Friends, I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone.